It's ID, Creative Juices crew, representing ideology, and for fuck's sake, right now you're listening to rapreviews.com.
I just reviewed Saigon's new album today, and he has a song on there about real versus fake.
Yeah.
And it's like, she was fake and everybody thought it was real. It's like, the whole point he's making on a song is the things you think are real really aren't. The things you don't think are real are really what it's all about.
And that is the truth. And it happens all the time. Where there's always an instance where you'll think that something is real, it'll be portrayed as real, they'll give details like it's real, and you find out it's all a hoax. It's all created something that's just to get your attention. Like in my music, I try to make sure to stay as honest as possible, because I'm going to tell you I'm either telling a story or it's my life I'm rapping about. Like the song I'm gonna do, Monsters, is my life. It's literally my life I'm rapping about. If you listen to it, all I'm saying is I'm perceived as different because of the way I speak, where I came from, how I came up. I came up out of the suburbs just loving hip hop. And then I moved to the city, and just when I'm living my life, like I was just doing it for me. So I'm not a street dude, but I can tell you a story about some guys from the streets who told me the story. I can convey it the correct way.
And that's a great storytelling ability anyway. It's the ability to convey experiences from other people to those who haven't been able to experience them themselves.
Absolutely. And I don't have to go into the moment where I say, oh well, I felt that story so much, I said it was me. No, I'll let you know it's not my story. I heard this story, I want to share it with you. And that's where the little bit of a difference comes. So as far as reality, just staying on that real side is very easy for me. It's very easy. Because you just be honest about who you are and what you're doing. And, man, real recognize real. The people will come for it if they like it.
Now, I've seen on some of your bios online, you've been compared to like Wiz Khalifa and Mac Miller and stuff.
Oh, man. That's pretty cool comparisons, man. They're doing their thing right now.
Well, I was going to ask you how you felt about that, so you kind of just answered the question for me.
It's not too bad. It's pretty cool comparisons. I do things that are different. I do understand where they're coming from, because it's like they're able to tell you a story about either their past, or they're able to tell you a story in the now about what's going on right now. And that's a skill I learned how to do, is make sure to tell the story in the now, to tell you what's going on right now. Like Mac Miller, you hear the differences from his old tapes to, say, like a Macadelic and the brand new project he's coming out now, where he's telling you what's happening as it's happened. It's probably like only a week or two of time in that song, but it's right now. It's what's going on. Like Wiz Khalifa, of course, every song he's telling you he's doing something else that's like on a higher level, which is cool. I'm not really like those guys like lyrically, but if they want to compare that ability, I think it's true. I think it's very true.
All right, well then let's flip it then. Who would you compare yourself to if you were writing the bio?
There's a couple names. Like I'm an old hip hop head. Like I enjoy a lot of old hip hop, like way back there, like Poor Righteous Teachers, like Schoolie D. I would
Juice Crew.
Huh?
Juice Crew. Big Daddy King, Roxanne Shante.
Absolutely. My man Steve. Yes. Like one say I would try to be. I can't do the production side, but Diamond D, I would say, because he was just vicious. His lines were just dun 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 dun. Like my favorite song is The Hiatus, man. It's like it resonates, plays so hard with me.
I remember the first time I heard Best Kept Secret, and that shit just blew my fucking mind. I was like, who knew he was lyrical like that?
Yeah.
You know, you knew him for the beats. You didn't know he could get down like that.
And he murders it every time. And that's what I like. Like it's unassuming, and that's what I try. I keep myself on a very humble level, because I'm not superstar status or whatever. Even if I was. It's just like, that doesn't really mean anything if people they're not listening to your music. So I keep myself on a humble level. That way I can talk to everybody, make a connection with anybody. And I think with that in mind, it's unassuming. Then when you meet me, you're like, oh hey, how you doing? Oh hey, my name's Matt Dukes. Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming out. We're gonna have some fun tonight. Oh okay. Then I'm like, and then you're like, oh wow, I didn't know that was coming. Where did that come from? And I love that surprise. So like Diamond D probably. I'd say some songs or some aspects a little bit. Big Daddy Kane, because those are really the influences I took it from. I just like his delivery. Big Daddy Kane will say something just, you know what I mean, just
He was a smooth operator.
There you go. He was a smooth operator, exactly. And he just lay something down, just say something, turn away from you, just walk off this way, but put your hands up. He just, the way, his crowd control, skillful, and he still does it to this day, killing shows. So that's something that I'm trying to hold on to as well. But yeah, that's what I would compare it to. I mean, if they're comparing me to Wiz and Mac, that's not bad. Like, I watch Wiz and Mac do their thing now.
Yeah, I think I saw that on Reverb Nation. So if you want to give a shout out to them, that's who they were.
Shout out to Reverb Nation, man. Good luck. Thank you for the comparison. That's a pretty good lane to be in. Those are wide horizons, so I like that. Thank you.
All right.
Hopefully get to work with those guys sometime soon.
So, want to get your thoughts on the current state of hip-hop in 2012. How do you feel the scene is as a whole?
I feel like the scene is growing. It's not so much focused more on lyrics, but that is coming back. Right now, it's on the feeling. I feel like it's on the feeling you get from the music that's being put out. And that includes the beat, the MC, the way that the entire song is delivered, the production, how that feels. I feel like we're coming back to the point of lyricism. I feel like there was always a point where it was brought back in the background, and I mean, essentially that's how it started. You had the DJ, and then the DJ did his thing, and the MC would do it over top of his beat, and then back out. And then it got to a point now where it's like the producer and the DJ were making a lot of music that's banging, but they're not saying anything. So now you have artists coming out who are bringing a lot of lyricism back, and some of the bigger names, of course, still Kendrick Lamar. He's killing lyricism right now. He is actually a beast. Schoolboy Q, they're basically like half of their whole set basically on TDE. They're dope.
So you're really feeling the Black Hippie movement then?
Yeah, I'm feeling Black Hippie. I think it's dope because they're coming out with something that's solid, and it's good music. That's like it's not only solid with the message, content, and the way it's delivered, but it's good music on top of it. It's something that you can play, and it comes back on in 10 minutes, and you're not saying, "Oh man, I already heard this one," and you just zip through it.
And it's so different from what everybody expect from California, from Los Angeles. It's like a whole different vibe to it.
That's what I especially.
It's not the Long Beach Compton Watts,
No.
It's not.
And that's the beautiful part of it. It's from an area where you expect one thing and you get something completely different. And that's really cool. I think that's really dope. Like somebody had on this tour who was doing that is Steady P, and he's like out of Kansas City, Missouri. He does his thing, but like the way he rocks it is completely different from what I've seen before. Like I've heard of like the Tech 9.
Yeah, that's
area,
when
like the Tech 9.
First thing people think of when they think of KC. Yeah,
he is complete. Yo, the man rocks every show like it's a festival, and I gotta show love for that. It's completely different. It's in your face. It's aggressive, and it's just steady. Yes, that's a perfect name for it. But yeah, man, like his DJ Moff is the same way, dude. Like coming out of St. Louis, and he's just giving you like the craziest cuts, and I just love that. Like when something is, you expect one thing from it, and you get something completely different. That's the same thing the Black Hippie is doing. So I'm trying. I think I'm on that same kind of vibe right now, and that's what I'm thinking about hip hop. I think hip hop is supposed to, you want it to give you one thing, but it's giving you something different right now. And I think that lyricism is rising back to the top like cream of the crop.
I can't argue with that at all.
I think it's rising back up, and I think that for a long time it wasn't, and I love that it is now. I absolutely am in love with it because my own contribution is lyricism. It's heavy amounts of lyricism. Hopefully you see that tonight. But it's heavy amounts of lyricism, keeping it linguistic. I want you to know me as a cunning linguist by the end of the show. You can be like, that man is serious with words. But yeah, I know. That's what. I hope you have a great show.
I'm glad you threw that cunning linguist line in there too, because that's one of my favorite groups. Shout out to Know, because cunning linguists are that group. I mean, when it comes to lyricism, they are incredible.
That's it. And they're like, listening to all of that and have it really come together with things I was trying to create and my own vision. Helped me to craft my own style and what I was looking to do. So yeah, man, I feel good about the state of hip hop. I feel like it's all right. I mean, there's a lane right now for me where there may have not been one, say, about 10 years ago.
Bang!
Yo, this is Nem's Gutter, Marvelous Murder Fest, the Gunther Hunter, F Yo Life President, rapreviews.com.